points that so many guys have been talking about, Ben Daniels, CDS Podcast, all these guys. The WNBA and the Indiana Fever did not want people to know that Caitlin Clark was going to be out for the season. I can tell you, from the very day that they decided to let that go public, everything has dropped off a cliff. Views on this channel, the television ratings, the
Women's National Basketball Association faces a dramatic decline in television audiences and fan engagement following confirmation that star player Caitlin Clark would not return for the remainder of the season. Analytics data reveals a sharp drop in viewership across multiple platforms once this news became public knowledge. Entertainment networks had been promoting strong season numbers for women's basketball programming. However, these figures mask the reality of how dependent the league's popularity had become on a single athlete. The moment Clark's absence was officially announced, interest plummeted across all measurable metrics.
The interest Thanos snapped out of existence. People were trying to hang on to the possibility this whole time. Look, so many people stayed engaged with the team because they thought the cavalry was coming. She's coming back. We're going to have a fighting chance to win the WNBA championship.
Fan behavior demonstrates this dependency clearly. During recent matchups, attendance dropped significantly even among ticket holders. A Washington Mystics game in Baltimore saw nearly 3,000 paid attendees choose not to show up, highlighting the disconnect between purchased seats and actual interest without the star attraction. Television numbers tell the same story.
To win the WNBA championship. The Indiana Fever and the WNBA, they knew this. Why do you think so many people were mad? People felt like they were going to games thinking this team would have Caitlin Clark coming back to make a championship run. I mean, the perfect example, the game in Baltimore the other day with the Mystics. Nearly 3,000 fans.
Recent broadcasts have struggled to maintain audiences that previously tuned in regularly. A Chicago Sky matchup from early September drew fewer than 100,000 viewers, representing a massive decline from earlier season peaks. Similarly, an Indiana Fever contest against Washington managed only 270,000 viewers despite featuring playoff implications. Other marquee matchups have fared poorly as well.
Nearly 3,000 fans decided not to show up, and they paid for the ticket. What does that tell you? There is so little interest in the WNBA right now that Angel Reese literally has, it looks like she's quit on her team or she's demanding a trade. Whatever it is, silent protest, who knows? Guess what? Hardly anybody actually gives a shit.
A Dallas Wings versus Las Vegas Aces game attracted just 130,000 viewers, numbers that would have been unthinkable during the early season surge. These figures stand in stark contrast to the promotional materials highlighting season averages of 1.3 million viewers and year-over-year growth. The highest-rated game of the season, which drew 2.7 million viewers on major networks, featured Clark recording a triple-double performance against Chicago. This single contest skewed the overall season statistics, making the league's broader viewership challenges less apparent in aggregate data.
This is Kathy Engelberg's worst nightmare. It's her worst nightmare because so much of what people have said has come true about the interest of this league. It hinges on one person, whether they like it or not. This is last Sunday, folks. They keep telling me how popular
More recent evidence of the decline appears in a Tuesday night game between Indiana and Minnesota, traditionally strong television draws. Despite featuring playoff contending teams, the broadcast barely exceeded 1 million viewers on a major sports network. This represents a drop of 1.7 million viewers compared to similar matchups earlier in the year when Clark was active. The timing of the injury announcement appears strategic in retrospect.
Sunday, folks. They keep telling me how popular, they keep telling me how damn popular Asia Wilson is. This was the game. Sunday, September 7th, 80-66, Chicago Sky. This was the game where Angel Reese was suspended for the first half and then decided not to play in the second half due to back tightness, whatever we're calling it. Guys, that game drew.
League officials and team management likely understood the potential impact on fan engagement and delayed disclosure to maintain ticket sales and television interest as long as possible. Season ticket holders and casual fans continued attending games under the assumption that the star player might return for a championship run. This dependency extends beyond television ratings to other measurable engagement metrics. Digital content related to women's basketball has seen similar declines, with fan-generated content and social media discussion dropping substantially.
Guys, that game drew less than 100,000 viewers. 90,000 people tuned in to a WNBA game. Think about that a minute. There's the Fever. The Indiana Fever versus the Mystics, the game I was talking about, with 3,000 less seats.
Even other prominent players in the league have not been able to maintain the attention levels that existed when Clark was playing. The situation has created additional complications for other teams and players. Angel Reese's situation with Chicago has received minimal attention despite appearing to involve either injury concerns or team conflicts. In previous months, such storylines would have generated significant discussion and coverage.
It's the game I was talking about. With 3,000 less seats, only 270,000 people tuned into that game. The Wing Sparks, Paige Beckers, 130,000 people tuned in. But yeah, we got ESPN putting this garbage out. Right here. They put, the WNBA season averaged 1.3 million viewers. This is
league leadership faces a challenging situation as the season progresses toward playoffs. The dramatic audience decline demonstrates how heavily the league's recent growth relied on one individual's presence rather than broader institutional development. Marketing efforts and promotional campaigns built around overall league popularity now appear to have been masking this fundamental dependency. Current playoff races and potential championship scenarios are proceeding with substantially reduced public interest.
I do, and we're going to watch it here in a hot second, but let's head on over to Google and pull up exactly some of the key points and key moments from this live and pull up this article real quick. So it states, Caitlin Clark jokes about injury return for Fever playoff game. So we know Caitlin Clark ain't coming back, bro. It's a wrap. It's already said that the team really ain't want her to come back. Goes on to say there's nobody who wants Caitlin Clark back on the basketball court more than Caitlin Clark herself. The Indiana Fever star is known.
Teams that would normally be generating excitement for postseason runs are instead playing to smaller audiences both in venues and on television broadcasts. The broader implications extend to future planning and development for women's professional basketball. The current season's trajectory suggests that sustainable growth requires building fan loyalty around teams, competitive balance, and multiple star attractions rather than depending on individual performers to carry entire league visibility. Television partners and sponsors who committed resources based on early season performance metrics now face the reality of much smaller audiences for the remainder of the campaign.
Is known for competitive fire, which is seen through her not being afraid to show her emotions on the court, regardless of whether it's good or bad. Then it goes on to say, Caitlin Clark jokingly teased a return for the Indiana Fever playoffs. Now, with all that being said, I got the entire live. We're going to check it out right now. Let's roll the footage.
It's like fried food.
Yeah,
It's not fried.
damn, y'all didn't want to tell me y'all was getting. Are y'all serious? What?
This mismatch between projected and actual viewership could impact future broadcast arrangements and league revenue streams. Caitlin Clark has become a trending topic following comments regarding the Indiana Fever's injury status report. The team traveled to Atlanta to face the Atlanta Dream in the opening round of playoff competition. Clark remains sidelined due to an undisclosed injury situation.
Are y'all serious? What? Are y'all serious? Oh, so this is busting down oxtails and no one invited AB? Ooh, that's actually wild word.
I didn't know that was your thing.
With the orange fancy.
So CC and AB.
We never had the cut. We never had the cut. We never had the
CC and AB have been in the chat, but we do need to look
I
up.
ordered it, so I
Are
got
you
it.
serious? It's not looking like confetti. Like, this is
like
my
a
thing.
one
She's really not the one, bro.
Oh, well, that's okay. 'cause
Island
that-
girl, yes.
She's an
island.
Despite being unavailable for play, she maximized her time with teammates through a social media broadcast that generated significant online attention. The live session featuring Clark and her fellow players created widespread discussion across various platforms. Reports indicate that Clark made lighthearted references about potentially returning for the Fever's playoff matchup. News coverage highlighted how nobody desires Clark's return to active play more than the player herself.
Oh, well, that's okay. 'cause
Island
that-
girl, yes.
I'm
She's an
innocent.
island
No.
girl.
You know me.
It looks like Reddit might have it.
What are you guys looking up?
Your personality based on the type of cookie
Yeah.
you order.
And we're about to get judged heavily.
All right.
Whoa.
So
what
does
does
it
it say
mean?
about Snickerdoodle?
What does it say if you order 6 versus if you order 1?
That's your
Hold on.
So let's not.
big bag,
Let's
big
not.
bag.
No,
I will admit-
Snickerdoodle.
I will admit, I already did have one dessert tonight.
What you
Yeah.
did?
I have a bite.
Of what?
Food.
You're awesome.
Her competitive nature shows through her willingness to display emotions during games, whether positive or negative reactions. The live stream captured several team members engaged in casual conversation and activities. The session included discussions about personality assessments based on cookie preferences, with players examining different character traits associated with various dessert choices. During the broadcast, team members ordered food delivery, which led to some complications when certain items were missing from their order.
You're awesome. Oh no! Wait, what'd you get tonight? I'm here for dude. They're busting down. Oh hey, Bree.
I had a
Junior.
Italiano.
Just to announce to you guys, Bree Hall's new name is Junior.
Oh,
I'm Bree
Junior.
Senior, but I'm just Breezy.
Who's
or
Bree?
Bree.
I go by
You're
AB.
breezy and she's Bree.
She's just Junior.
What are you worried about who's
She's
live it is
Junior.
after you don't already
So
You're
y'all
easy,
gotta say, go
You're easy
Junior,
breezy.
Junior.
Easy, breezy, beautiful.
Hey, what about
And Junior.
Cover girl.
Oh, Snickerdoodle.
What does it say about
She
double
consents to
chocolate
this
chip?
nickname too.
Snickerdoodle is
not harassing her.
The players dealt with cookie shortages and quality issues, creating moments of lighthearted frustration during their gathering. The conversation covered topics ranging from personality quizzes to food preferences, with players making jokes about their teammates' characteristics. Discussions included references to Snickerdoodle cookies being associated with controlling personalities, while confetti cookies suggested social butterfly traits. Technical difficulties arose when players realized some of their expected food items hadn't arrived properly.
Snickerdoodle is
Not harassing her.
All right.
Whoa, what's it say?
Oh my. Okay, I guess. So,
Dude, hey, that iPad is sick.
It's
nice.
With the stand and
I
all.
know, but we can't find
Hey,
yours.
what does it say about me?
Okay, Snickerdoodle controlling.
Oh, yes.
No way.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. She's a
It
liar.
says nice, warm, and appealing, and the perfect amount of spunk. You always bring a dash of spice to the party.
Hell
You
yeah.
say
So-
anything
She does
negative?
not do
You're
any of that.
social.
So that's
You're a social, but let's respect everyone.
Thank you, please.
Oh, okay, my
respect
bad.
you.
Okay.
DoorDash delivery issues created minor disruptions, but the team handled the situation with humor and patience. Team dynamics were visible throughout the stream, with players using nicknames for each other and engaging in playful banter. References were made to various teammates, including mentions of players who weren't present during the live session. The broadcast showed the team's casual side, with discussions about books, comfortable seating arrangements, and general conversation topics unrelated to basketball.
So that's
You're a social, but let's respect everyone.
Thank you, please.
Oh, okay, my bad.
respect you.
Okay.
You
Let's
need to
just make
double
everyone's
check
personality
Yes,
type by their
we're gonna
cookies.
go ahead and finish.
Because there's no fucking face.
Please,
I don't like that.
Oh, whoa, whoa, pause.
While we're on the topic, can I actually have mine?
See people look at me.
Confetti cookie.
Yeah, Breezy, I got you. Hey.
What's going on here? Oh, sorry.
Is that just Sprite?
Junior.
Sorry.
Thank you, Sid. You can continue. Sorry.
You
about
are a
that.
social butterfly who loves planning gatherings and when you
Players shared personal items like iPads and discussed their individual preferences for different types of technology. As the evening progressed, some team members began departing from the gathering, with players saying goodbyes and making plans for rest before upcoming games. The stream continued with fewer participants as the night went on. Toward the end of the broadcast, there were playful comments about Clark potentially playing in upcoming games, though these appeared to be jokes rather than serious statements about her injury status.
planning gatherings and reunions with the people you love. Your whimsical
That's not
nature. Your whimsical nature.
Find a new
Allows
website.
you-
Find a new website. That is not AB.
Wait, what about double chocolate chunk?
No, that's what I got.
That's what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
got.
we
I got
that's
one
what
to say
I got
about
it
you.
all.
All right, read double chocolate chunk.
Wait, didn't one of y'all get sugar?
It says
No.
you got double
Kelsey got
chocolate
sugar.
chunk. You were probably born after 2005.
No, deadass. Who
Good
gets
one,
double
bud.
chocolate chunk?
Hey, leave her alone.
Which one did you have?
Good one, bud.
I'm still stuck on the oxtails though.
The session concluded with remaining players preparing to end their live stream. The entire broadcast demonstrated the team's chemistry and friendship beyond their professional basketball relationships. Their casual interactions provided fans with insight into the players' personalities and group dynamics during downtime. This live stream event occurred while the Indiana Fever prepared for their playoff series against the Atlanta Dream, showing how the team maintains morale and connection even when dealing with injury situations affecting key players like